So the next is the Krugman's the trinity. The Krugman just developed his own theory based on the previous those literatures and models. In 1997, the Krugman considered the independency of monetary policy, the free liquidity of capital and the stability of exchange rates, without, without assuming that capital flows completely free in advance. That is, capital can flow or not flow. What is the relationship between a completely independent monetary policy, completely free capital flow, and a stable exchange rate? From this perspective of theory, the Krugman focused on interaction between them. Krugman's triangle models the three sides of the triangle represents a country's optimal policy operation status that a macroeconomic managers want to achieve. That is the full independent monetary policy. That is the central bank can fully independently stipulate the monetary policy, and the main representative of the policies the interest rate policy is not affected by the change in the foreign economic, financial, and can be set according to the domestic economic situation independently and implement interest rate policies. For example, when domestic economy is overheating and there is some inflation, the interest rate can be raised. And there was unemployment when the economy is weak, and it can reduce the interest rate and stimulating the economic growth. The other is the completely free movement of for, for movement of the capital, where the policy most most developed countries adopts, such as in the OECD countries. As a requirement to be a member, become a member of the OECD, to keep its capital for completely free flow of its capital accounts. For example, the OECD requires the oldest members, such as in 1996, when the South Korea wanted to join the OECD, it set its capital account. The capital account is in accordance with the requirement to it should set the capital account to be open. Its capital account is set open accordingly. Otherwise, it cannot become a member of the organization because a country must release the capital account to join that OECD organization. However, the capital free flow doesn't mean there is no control at the foreign currency. The market's economy, this is the market economy's important representative. The central bank should eventually achieve this goal. So the third is the foreign exchange rates. The third is the foreign exchange rate. It is the goal that a country's macroeconomic managers wants to achieve. The central banks of any country doesn't want all currency exchange rate to be volatile or changed in a wide range. And because the exchange rates but validity will bring much risk to the domestic enterprises and residents. So each country's macroeconomic regulators want exchange rate to be stable. Thus, the Modell's triangle of any country triangles three sides represents the ideal situation of any country want to achieve. Where the three vertices of the Modell's triangle means the three institutional arrangements. That's the full floating exchange rate, or the full floating exchange rate, or completely capital flow that prevents the capital freely flowing through the exchange control. To prevent the capital from freely flowing through the capital control. That's the last is the monetary institutional arrangement, is monetary board system or the monetary union. The Krugman's some real example is European Union, that's a monetary union, or in Chinese Hong Kong, that's currency board institutional arrangements as an example. So the Krugman's contribution is to just combine the capital is releasing the Modell's capital mobility assumption and taking the capital mobility as an endogenous variable. That is, change a binary model to a trinary model. His conclusion is a little bit different. So these models assume the capital's free flow. So Krugman's contributions demonstrate that so only 2 of 3 factors can be chosen. Theoretically, only 2 of 3 targets can be achieved at the same time rather than all of 3. The complete independence of monetary policies refers to the ability of country to